Let's learn Fibonacci series. What do you mean by Fibonacci series? Fibonacci series is a number series where you have first term and second term are fixed 0 and 1, and every next term is the sum of previous two terms. So the third term here is 0 plus 1, that is 1, and the fourth term is 1 plus 1 2, fifth term is 2 plus 1 3, sixth term is 5, 8, 13, and so on. This is Fibonacci series. So let's go into the program and see how we write the program. Here in this program we have integer values. We declared integer values I and n. T1 first term I have taken and I have initialized it to 0. T2 is 1. I already know this because these two terms are fixed. And T3. Okay, I declared T3 also. Enter number of terms. I will ask for the number of terms and I scan it to n. Okay, Fibonacci series T1 and T2 I already know the value, so I am printing first, and then I'll start from iteration I equals to 3 because already I know first two terms. So I start from third term, which should be 1. I is less than or equal to n, and I'll go into the loop and I'll say T3 equals to T1 plus T2. I'll do this because sum of these two terms gives this third term. Okay, T3 equals to 0 plus 1, which is 1. So the value of T3 is 1 percentile D, and T1 equals, so for example let us take the n value as 6. Okay, let us take the value of n as 6 here. And so first time T1, in the first iteration have T1, T2, T3, and in first iteration what will be the values I'll see, because in first iteration value of I is when I is equal to 3. Okay, let's see now. When I is equal to 3, it is a first iteration, and already I have the values 0 and 1 in T1 and T2. T3 is equal to T1 plus T2, which is 0 plus 1 is 1, and it will be printed in the output screen. In the output screen I have Fibonacci series 0, 1, and in the first iteration printf T3 is 1, right? T1 equals to T2. So the value of T2 goes into T1, which is 1, and T2 value comes here, which is 1, and I will be incremented to I is equal to 4. Okay, 4 is less than 6, and it goes into the for loop. T3 is equal to T1 plus T2, which here T3 value changes from 1 to 2. So printf 2, I'm printing 2. This fourth term is printed. T1 is equal to T2, again the value of T1. Okay, this is the first iteration, this is the second iteration. In this I am taking the value of T2 into T1, which is 1, and I am taking the value of T2 into T3 into T2, which is 2. Okay, and again the loop goes here. I gets incremented. I is equal to 5. For I is equal to 5, T3 is equal to T1 plus T2, which is T3 is equal to 3, and it will be printed. Again the values changes to 2 and 3, while I is equal to 6. 6 is less than or equal to 6. It goes into the loop. T3 is equal to T1 plus T2, which is 5. Again 5 will be printed. Okay, T1 is equal to T2, 3 and 5. Again it goes here. I gets incremented. I becomes 7. Is I less than or equal to 7, and is 6, right? Is 7 less than or equal to 6? Question mark. This will be checked here. No, the loop terminates, and this will be the output. So when we have given the value of n as 6, we must get 6 terms in Fibonacci series. Did we get or not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, number of terms is 6. We got the output correctly. 0, 1. This is the output for n is equal to 6.